Hey, I'm Angie Rose with Angie Rose Health Coaching, and it is Monday all over again. That could be positive, that could be negative, all depends on your outlook, right? Well, I am here today with my weekly program video, whatever you'd like to call it, Faith, Food, Fitness, and Freedom with Angie Rose. And today we're going to talk about one of my things that I do on the regular that actually matters most. I believe it's game changer for success. Okay, game changer for success. So, have you ever heard the term death by 1,000 paper cuts? Death by 1,000 paper cuts. Some of us have heard something probably similar or that exact thing. But, when it comes to sticking to meal planning, as well as making healthy choices with our food, this gets tedious and it feels like there are 1,000 little details we got to remember and we've got to be perfect, right? If you've been listening to me for any amount of time, you know as well as I do that you do not have to be perfect. You just have to do more of the right things more often on a consistent basis than not. Okay. So, when you need a real routine and you struggle to stay consistent, I'm just going to say, like, this is the one thing that no matter what else I do, it keeps me on the wagon doing overall the right thing because I followed through and did this. Can anybody guess what that would be? All right. I know nobody's on live right now, but when you guys do hop on, take a little guess or throw that in there. What is your one thing that you know that you do that if you stay consistent with it, it helps you become more successful? For me, my one thing is honestly making a little simple meal plan and ordering my groceries every weekend from Walmart and having them delivered to my house. Okay. And it really is about stocking my refrigerator and my cabinet with the things that I need to be successful. Because here's the thing, busyness does happen, life does take its turns, and feelings and emotions get in the way. Right? Feelings and emotions get in the way. And what I mean by that is a lot of times I don't feel like eating what I put on my little grocery list. I am recording from home today. So this is my janky little grocery list and my sounds janky, but my little notebook that I keep on my refrigerator that this is my list for this week on what we're going to be eating. So my husband and I have made it a rule, or I've made it a rule, and he just helps me out, that usually Sunday morning before we head to church, we talk about what we want to eat for the week. We both pick things that we enjoy, but try to eat as healthy as possible. And then we literally both have the Walmart app on our phones and we fill out and order our groceries. So, honestly, I eat breakfast and lunch and snack by myself as well as he does. So we do separate that a little bit, that he can order what he wants and I order what I want. But when it comes to dinner, we both come together with this because sometimes there's going to be leftovers, sometimes there's not. But dinner really is for us our biggest meal of the day. And by the end of the day, this is usually for most people where they really struggle because in the evening, you're tired. You don't feel like cooking what you think you should be cooking, or you're actually more hungry in the evening. And this has a lot to do with our neurotransmitters coming down, your serotonin lowering, and things just depleting a little bit by the end of the day. So we end up eating more, snacking more. We're tired, so we want more sugar or carby things. And usually we probably didn't have the things that we needed on hand throughout the day in order for us to be able to be successful for breakfast, lunch, and snack. We kind of grazed, we went through the day. So my one thing, you guys, that I want you to really think about if you do this consistently is make a meal plan with a grocery list and just pay the stinking money to have somebody to deliver your groceries every week. It is worth it. When you think about the amount of times you end up going through a drive-through because you're too tired, you don't have anything on hand, and you order a pizza, it by far covers the cost of grocery delivery. Here where we're at, Sam's Club delivers, Hy-Vee delivers, Walmart delivers, and those are all three places that I shop. Okay. So this seems super silly, but my husband and I really honestly, I bought this little thing on sale somewhere online. And so last night we made ribs with corn on the cob and asparagus, right? Tonight we're going to make porcupine balls. If you guys don't know what those are, you might call them something else, but it's beef with rice with tomato sauce. So we get that little bit of grain, we get that little bit of burger, we get a little bit of, I'll throw a vegetable on the side, of course, as well. But we're going to have the next night, we're going to grill fish. We'll have beets and we'll do some little red potatoes. The next night we'll do chicken stir fry. So chicken with stir fry vegetables. We won't probably do rice that night. Friday nights, we always eat out, right? And another night this week, we'll do burgers, fries, and coleslaw. We make our own coleslaw, and we're still getting our vegetables in. You guys, this is the thing. Some mornings I do get up and I may forget to pull the meat out of the freezer. Most of the time I don't because I've created that habit of get that done. But I know for me, those are the 3 steps that save us almost every week. It saves us money, it saves me calories, and it saves me trouble of trying to figure out what we're actually going to eat. And I include the rest of the family. Well, now we're empty nesters, so it's just me and my husband. But when the kids were here, we did the same thing with the kids, and especially my youngest, and we all had access to that app and we put in the groceries. Now, don't get me wrong. I do always go back and check. I always did go check what my son was putting in because he would always try to slip. My husband is a grown man, so I can't really always take out what he puts in, but I can complain a little bit as his wife and a health coach. So here's the thing. If you are not coming home after work, after a long day, and guessing what you're going to cook, but 9 times out of 10, you're going to follow through and you're actually going to eat what you've purchased because it's in the house, it's in the refrigerator, it's in the cabinet, it's in the freezer, and you're going to follow through. And you know what? Maybe some of you would have said, well, exercise is what you always do. Yeah, I always do that. Drink your water. That's what I always do. I really don't mind what it is you always do as long as you figure out what is going to be the most beneficial for you. So when I chose this to talk to you guys about this today, I eat 4 times a day, every day: breakfast, lunch, snack, dinner. That is something I'm doing 4 times a day, every single day. I want to be set up for success, and I want to know that I have every single thing that I need in order to be successful. So I hope this helped you. If you are someone who really does struggle with trying to make this happen, then you know what? Sometimes working with a coach really does help get you in the habit and teaching you what you can do to make it work for you and your family really is beneficial as well. So I hope you guys have an amazing week. And you know what? Just drop plan in the comments if this helped you a little bit to get you focused on what you need to do in order to move the needle and keep yourself consistent. Have a great week. We'll see you next week on Monday. Bye.